Hello, music technology. We are going to do our 8-measure beat using the Motown sound idea. So I'm going to click create here in my band lab. You may be using GarageBand or some other thing. This is the band lab version. So start with some MIDI instruments. And I'm doing this with just my laptop, not using a MIDI keyboard. Okay, so the Motown sound is based on using the electric bass guitar as the bottom, and then high frequency sounds at the top, and then some kind of drum beat with a lot of space in the middle for singing. So that's what we're going to create. So we're going to start with some bass. And this defaults to a 1962 P bass, which is not too different from what was going on at Motown. Right? Yes. There's the sound right there. Right? Yeah, so, okay, you just need to pick like 3 notes or so. I'm going to do mine, it looks like in the key of D. Try and move it up here so I get some key, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to slow down my tempo just because I'm recording things with MIDI. I'm going to turn on the click. I got my beginning start, I'm ready to go, and I'm just going to record something real simple because I'm going to quantize it later. So here we go. Great, so there's 8 measures. And now I'm going to quantize that. So I go to my MIDI editor, and there's some latency because this is, web-based, and I have an old computer, so there's some crackles and pops in there that I can't really do anything about. But there we go. And so now I've got my bass part. So next, I'm going to want some percussion to get some high frequency sounds on the top of that. So I'm going to add a new track, and it's going to be MIDI, and now I'm going to go to instrument, and I'm going to change to percussion. And so if I go up, these are all different sounds. I want high frequency sounds. That's a good one, right? If I go down an octave, there's the hand claps, right? That's cool. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll just do hand claps. Yeah, I'm just going to use the hand claps. All right, here we go. So we're going to get some hand claps for our high frequency sounds. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, now I'm going to quantize that. So I click here, and I go to my MIDI editor. Whoa, hey now, MIDI editor, and I select all, and I'll quantize it to the 16th note. There it is. Okay, great. And so now I've got this. Okay, so the next thing about the Motown sound is it usually has some kind of guitar or keyboard, that's the third element, playing really high up. So I'm going to do that. So I go to instrument, and different kinds of under piano. The keyboards are under the different kinds of pianos. So Wurlitzer would work. A vibraphone was in some of those Motown recordings. Upright piano, not so much. Organ, not so much. Rhodes would work. Let's try the Rhodes. It's a kind of electric piano. So now it's going to take a while to load because I got a lot of stuff going on. But I want it to be up high. So I'm going to push to the upper octaves. I'm trying to find notes that'll go with what I played in my bass line. So that's going to kind of be like, yeah. I don't know, I'm not sure what I want to do here. Yeah, I'm going to do some nonsense like that. We'll see if this works. Okay, turn my metronome back on so I can hear the click. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Again, that was not my best playing, and if I were not making this video, I would do that again because I made a couple of mistakes, but whatever. So now I'm going to quantize that. And so I select all, and I'll quantize that to the 6. Ooh, let's not do that. Yeah, the 30-second note. Let's see what that does. Maybe. I'm not sure this is going to work. Okay, no, I want to do that to like the 8th note. And it's going to probably move it a lot, and there might be some mistakes in there. Okay, cool. Let's see what that does. All right, yeah, that works. Cool. So now I've got my 3 basic parts here. I've got my Motown sound going. I got my high frequency sounds. I'm going to turn down the keyboard because keyboards and guitars should be lower in volume than the other stuff. And then the final thing I'm going to do is add a really basic drum beat, which we should all know how to do. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to change this to drum kits and classic rock. No. Is there a Motown kit? So GarageBand has a Motown kit. Let's see here. I'm going to go any of these. You can pick whichever one you want. I'm going to do dry. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, that's pretty dry. All right, and I'm just going to play a really, really basic drum beat against this. As simple as I can. So boom, boom, boom. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. 3, 4. All right, I might not quantize that. The beginning wasn't the most solid, but this is pretty good right here. So here's my Motown sound. I'm going to speed it up a little bit now because I'm no longer recording. And here we go. Okay, I really don't like the keyboard part, so I'm going to redo that. Here it is without the keyboard part. Much better. All right, so this needs a new keyboard part, but that's the idea. So there is your 8-measure long Motown sound example. You'll do one of your own. So you've got your electric bass, you've got some kind of high frequency sound, you've got some kind of keyboard or guitar. I need to redo mine. And then a very basic bass drum, snare drum, drum beat, and that is the Motown sound. Then you can loop that and sing over it or rap or whatever you want to do, and it's spectacular. All right, see you next time.